Армата, постріл! Граната!
Ukrainian fighters capture Russian soldier and evacuate him under intense drone threat. Fighters from the Jesus Christ Company, the Bratstvo Battalion, and the Timur Special Unit carried out a high-risk operation in which they captured a Russian soldier and successfully evacuated him from the battlefield despite relentless enemy drone activity. According to the unit, the evacuation took place under constant surveillance and attack from Russian drones, creating an exceptionally dangerous environment for both the assault team and the prisoner. Throughout the operation, the Ukrainian fighters were forced to remain on the move while responding to repeated aerial threats. As enemy drones attempted to locate and strike the evacuation group, the soldiers engaged several of the unmanned aircraft, successfully shooting them down and preventing further attacks. The ability to neutralize the drones allowed the team to continue the evacuation and bring the captured Russian servicemen to safety. The operation highlights the increasingly central role drones play in modern combat, where even routine movements behind the front lines can be exposed to persistent aerial surveillance and attack. It also underscores the growing importance of counter-drone capabilities, which can determine the success or failure of battlefield missions. Despite the challenging conditions and continuous danger, the combined force from the Jesus Christ Company, Bratstvo Battalion, and the Timur Special Unit completed the mission without abandoning the captured soldier, demonstrating disciplined coordination and adaptability under pressure. No additional information regarding the location of the operation or the identity of the captured Russian soldier has been released. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces continue to target Russian unmanned aerial vehicle operators in an effort to reduce the enemy's reconnaissance and strike capabilities along the front line. In one of the latest operations, soldiers of the 33rd Separate Assault Regiment successfully disrupted the rotation of two Russian UAV operator teams, delivering precise strikes on their positions. According to footage released by servicemen of the 33rd Separate Assault Regiment, Russian forces attempted to rotate drone personnel between forward operating positions. However, Ukrainian reconnaissance assets detected the movement in time, allowing assault regiment operators to coordinate an accurate attack before the rotation could be completed. The strikes targeted two separate locations where Russian UAV operators were positioned. By engaging the teams during the vulnerable rotation process, Ukrainian forces prevented the occupiers from reinforcing or replacing their drone crews, further degrading Russia's ability to conduct aerial surveillance and coordinate attacks in the sector. Drone operators have become one of the highest priority targets on the modern battlefield. Both Ukraine and Russia rely heavily on UAVs for reconnaissance, artillery fire correction, and precision strike missions. Eliminating experienced drone crews can significantly reduce the effectiveness of enemy operations and disrupt battlefield coordination. The released combat footage shows the Ukrainian unit tracking the movement of Russian personnel before launching precision strikes against the identified positions. The operation highlights the growing emphasis on intelligence-driven engagements, where rapid detection and accurate targeting play a decisive role in countering enemy drone activity. The successful interdiction of the rotation demonstrates the increasing effectiveness of Ukrainian surveillance and strike capabilities. By targeting drone operators at critical moments, Ukrainian forces continue to impose pressure on Russian units while limiting their ability to maintain continuous UAV operations on the battlefield. At the same time, Ukrainian paratroopers from the 77th Separate Airmobile Nadnipryantska Brigade have destroyed a Russian multiple-launch rocket system during a precision drone strike in the Kupiansk sector, further reducing the occupying forces' artillery capabilities in one of the most contested areas of the front. The successful operation was carried out by strike drone operators serving with the brigade as part of the 7th Rapid Response Corps of the Air Assault Forces. According to the brigade, aerial reconnaissance assets detected the Russian rocket artillery system while it was positioned within the combat zone. After confirming the target and monitoring its location, the drone operators launched a precision strike that directly hit and destroyed the launcher. Video released by the brigade on its official social media channels captures the operation from the drone's perspective, showing the Russian MLRS being tracked before the strike lands on the target. The footage concludes with the launcher engulfed in flames, indicating it had been rendered inoperable. While the specific type of multiple launch rocket system was not identified, the destruction of any MLRS represents a significant battlefield success due to the weapon's ability to launch salvos of rockets capable of striking military positions, logistics hubs, and frontline settlements over a wide area. Such systems remain among the most dangerous assets employed by Russian forces during offensive and defensive operations. The Kupiansk sector continues to witness intense combat as Russian forces maintain pressure in an effort to advance against Ukrainian defensive positions. Fighting in the region is characterized by frequent artillery exchanges, drone warfare, reconnaissance operations, and localized assaults. Both sides continue to rely heavily on unmanned systems to detect enemy movements and engage valuable equipment behind the front line. As drones continue to reshape modern warfare, precision strikes such as this illustrate how relatively small unmanned aircraft can neutralize weapon systems worth millions of dollars. The destruction of the Russian MLRS not only deprives the occupying forces of a critical artillery asset, but also contributes to Ukraine's broader effort to degrade Russian firepower across the front and improve the survivability of both military personnel and civilians living under the threat of continued rocket attacks.
Гранату готуй, блядь.